welcome to LinkedIn Leads Mastery, the power system for automated sales growth, the proven system to 2 to 5x your sales growth. My name is Shemaya. I'm an author and a LinkedIn strategist. I see you've written different books, but that's not why we're here today. You joined today hoping to find something that could help you. There are a lot of things you could be doing right now, and yet you are here. So that's amazing. Thank you, and very well done for showing up. This webinar will be different. I'll be going fast. Let me know if I'm going too fast, if I talk too fast when I get excited. But yes, I would love for you to participate, to engage. It's not like Netflix. We're not here for entertainment. I want to make sure that you understand so that you duplicate and that you understand so that you actually can use it and get results. Because LinkedIn has made such a difference in my life. I would love for you to have similar results. Just as a quick note, if we can just agree that the event here, it's for training purposes. You know, we really put in a lot to get all of you to show up here. So it's not a networking event or for showing your profile or sometimes people trying to sell their own services on. That's not what this event is for. If you have questions, please put them in the chat. We will answer them at the end as well. But yes, we love your participation. John, Scott, Michaela, I really appreciate it. Doug, Dave, hello, that you have your cameras on. Ramal, that's very cool. If you can have your camera on, please do so. So we can it's like being together, even though we're all over the globe. Thank you, Ken. Amazing to see you. And as you know, it's impossible to succeed if you can't persist. So how many successful people do you know who quit and gave up before they achieved their target? So if you can't make it to the end, it's only an hour, it will be about an hour. It's better that you leave now because you won't get the value. You'll be wasting your time. It's not what I want for you. The truth is, nothing valuable comes easy in life. But if you stay and you actually participate, you engage, and you take action, the next hour could be your first step on the path that you've been searching for years. It really has been huge for me because this is not just LinkedIn. LinkedIn is just the beginning. There's much more to it. And I'll go into that. So, do you agree that companies that know how to market make a lot of money? Who would say, yeah, that definitely is true. Marketing is an important skill. Yes, Scott said yes. And you can put yes in the chat. I have my chat here, so if you see me looking this way, chat is great. But definitely, I would like to see some sign of life on the other side. Ramal, Ken, Doug, would you say yes? Bernard said yes. Scott, 100%. Totally, we love them. Companies like Nike, Disney, and of course, Apple. We love them. So just imagine, because their marketing made us fall in love with them. So just imagine our customers loving us the same. We would make a lot of money, right? So let's quickly look at what actually is marketing. Marketing are the purpose of marketing is to create want so that there's a desire for people what you have to offer and to sell them something. Marketing are the actions that cause an ever-growing number of people to fall in love with us and so buy from us. That is the purpose for marketing. So the key to really to 2 to 5x your sales growth is effective marketing. So let's discover how this principle of marketing applies to LinkedIn and how you can build a marketing system that generates leads consistently every month, month after month for you and your sales team to close. And that is key because without leads, you have no sales meetings. Without sales meetings, no sales, no income. And the future of your company depends on the income. You can't survive without leads. Who will benefit today? That it's very likely that people are in different stages, and that's all good. You can apply it to wherever you are. It's great for founders and business owners with small to medium, high ticket B2B companies. It works with LinkedIn. It works best for B2B, higher ticket. It works also B2C if you like high-end coaching. Actually, the coach is doing extremely well if you have a higher-end product. Whether you're in early stage and your goal is to make your first $100,000 or $200,000, you're in the growth stage, you'd like to hit $500,000 this year, or you're in the stage where you're ready to scale and you're looking to expand the already successful marketing strategies you have, and your goal is to add an additional $1 or $2 million, the system works. And or it can be that you're established and your goal is an additional $1 to $2 million. I mentioned that. So let's take a quick poll. I'm very curious. Yes, I said I want to bring the most value for you today. What motivated you to attend today? So what is it? Your company needs to expand to the next level. I know I'm not maximizing LinkedIn's potential. Frustrated and struggling and tired of struggling in my own. Can definitely understand that. Want to help more people. That's amazing. I love that. I love your answer, Scott. Marketing got us to look at them. Their product value keeps us using them. Yeah, that's really nice. Curious. Okay, Carolina, thank you. Help more people. You see that the majority of the people realizes that they're not maximizing LinkedIn's potential. Where there's like, I think by now there's about 1 billion users worldwide. Very likely your clients are active on LinkedIn. How do you get them to see you? Because if there's so many people, how do you stand out? So that's what we will cover today. Guys, stop sharing. Goodbye. Why you should stay to the end. Today is an online training. It's a crash course in lead generation with LinkedIn. I will show you, number one, the costly mistakes to avoid that makes companies' lead generation fail. The proven lead generation system that generates quality leads. The formula to scale your lead generation to expand. And at the end, we'll have Q&A, as I mentioned, where you get the opportunity to ask questions, and we can go a little bit more into what specifically you need help with. So I'll show you a lead generation system that fills the sales calendar with qualified leads, eager to learn more about your solution. If you were here in the beginning, you saw Jonathan sharing that with the system, he gets clients regularly and they end up buying more because it's just quality people that he brings in. Who would love that? If we could show you how to have a sales calendar, who would agree that it's a great idea to have a system that brings in leads? And as I said, we just need a sign of life. Dave, great. Yes, Jen, thank you. Michaela, thank you. Yeah, so there are different ways. You can just shake your head, set up your hand, put a sign. Absolutely amazing. Why companies fail? You have a pro LinkedIn profile, but it's not compelling and actually generating new leads, new business. Anyone who can relate to that? Yep. And you have more than you may have a big network. You may have more than 3,000 connections, but you have no idea how to monetize them. It's just sitting there. You've been building it, sending connection requests, accepting them, but it's not actually bringing in money. And you lack a system to generate leads consistently and actually grow sales. Anybody can relate? Yes, Kyle says I can relate, Steve. And I know, because I was Michaela, and I'm glad that you came here, because I know I was there as well. And especially having the system makes a big difference. LinkedIn is your opportunity. How many of you have a really good product or service? And if only you could get more in front people, if they would know, you may be the best kept secret. Anybody feels like that? Yeah, Michaela, Mark, totally. That's why this is really a great system. Now, suppose the question is how much gold, sorry. How much gold is hidden in your LinkedIn network? Suppose you have 5,000 connections. That means that there are about, let's say, statistically 250 to 750 people in your network who would be interested in buying from you if you would give them more education, if you would engage with them, if you really would build the relationship. Statistically, in 5,000 people, there are likely 50 to 150 people of your first degree connections that are looking for an answer for the problem that you can solve. Now, let's say of those, you close 10%, just 10% of the 50. Let's not even go with 150. That would be 5 new clients. If you have a product or service that's $10,000 or maybe $1,000, but recurring for a year, that could be $50,000. Who would agree that it's worth to find the hidden gold? And just out of curiosity, to get an idea where you are, how many connections do you have, more or less, just to get an idea what the level is of LinkedIn, of the LinkedIn network? 18,000, amazing, Adam. Like, you're really sitting on a big gold mine. 2,000, okay, a few people that are still building. I don't even know how to look, okay? No problem, Jen. I will show you something later that could be valuable. 3,000, 1,000, amazing. Less than 1,000, 5,000, Noel, this could actually be you. If your product is worth 10,000, then there's probably sitting about 50,000 minimum. And even if you sell a $5,000 program, it's still $25,000 that you're not taking into the bank. 9,000, that's amazing. I don't know most of them. Scott, that's true. The problem is they don't know, most of them don't know you either. That's what we want to solve with the system, by developing a system so they get to know you and actually know why they would buy from you. So that is what we want to show you. Do you have a predictable, scalable system for the lead generation? Now, what is the components? And if it's not clear, please let me know, because I'm trying to make it visual so it's understandable. The first step is the marketing foundation. You need an effective emotional button. Like, what gets people to move? The emotion is what puts people into action. They want something that you have. And there's a webinar I'll share the link later on Thursday, about the marketing love language, where there's a whole 90-minute training on how to find that emotional button. What is it? What are the marketing love languages? This is really important, because if you don't have a strong message, you're not communicating properly with the people that would be interested, or help them understand how you can help. Obviously, you need an irresistible offer that makes them take action. Now, the next component of that system is the targeting. You want to use laser targeting so that you're actually speaking to the right people. But you need to understand who are the right people for what you offer. An optimized profile. This is key. Everything falls and stands with your profile. Because if your profile doesn't look professional, if your profile has like 25 different things you're doing, or you want to put everything in there, people get confused and it will not attract the leads. You want to have a profile that attracts leads and can make you money. And the network growth hacks. This is really key. So what we do with all of that, once we have the marketing message, we have the targeting, you want to create an event webinar system. It will allow you to leverage your network. And as you are here, you can see people are interested in if they have a problem that you can solve. It builds authority. You become known as the expert in your industry. And it allows you for advanced optimization, because every event we improve it, we tweak it, so we really get to help more people and grow the number of attendees and grow the number of leads. Because, life happens. Not everybody is here today that signed up. Some may come next month or the month after, and some don't even show up, but they still, end up working with me, which is okay too. It still is great, because everybody that signed up for the event is basically raising their hand saying, hey, I'm interested in what you have to offer. Then comes the sales conversion, because once you have the whole event set up, you want to have the foundation. So basically, you want to have your profile, your event, everything set up in a way that attracting the right people. Then you start inviting them. So you fill it with the targeted people. They come, they see your profile, they say, hey, that's something that I need or want, or I want to learn more about. Then they show up for your event. That's the other step of the process. They learn what you have to offer, and you continue to communicate with them. Then you keep improving, optimizing it. And then, of course, you want to convert those into sales calls booked, a lead nurturing system, and AI automation to really make it efficient time-wise. I would be happy to talk to you, Scott. It's a little bit difficult, or you can stay till the end and I can answer your question, because Kyra can't see it. So if you send it directly to me, then she won't be able to capture your question. So it's best that you either repeat it, or Kyra can send you the link and then we can set up a strategy call, because it's a very specific question. So what is the sales growth? What does the sales growth event system look like? This is kind of giving you the visual. So the marketing foundation, here you can see marketing protecting law firms. Very clear. If you're a law firm, You need protection. You know, okay, Adrian has value to offer. That's the messaging, the offer, attracting the right people. The targeting, it's a little bit tiny, but I'll show you the bigger shots in a little minute. Whether you're using Sales Navigator, the tools, so you can actually get enough messages and invitations out. The event webinar system, which is why you're here, using LinkedIn events, which basically is a feature in LinkedIn that allows you to tap into LinkedIn's global network, which is filled with your ideal clients if you are B2B. That is what makes it so powerful. And then the sales conversion, we use a system, and here you can see, this is from Nurik. I will show you a little later, Nurik Adi, how his calendar is filled with, it's super tiny. It says here 20, I think 20 something, 21 appointments booked. So there are 3 big mistakes that are costing you money when you make them. Number 1 is your LinkedIn profile is about you. Now, why is this a problem? Because your profile is the first step in crafting a LinkedIn marketing campaign that brings actual results. So if this is what your LinkedIn profile looks like, which is, you know, one of the key parts of your marketing campaigns, you're missing the vital marketing knowledge for your company to survive. You must be visible, but your LinkedIn profile does not have the button that gets people attention and lacks the right messaging. Even if people come here, they won't understand what you have to offer. So you're not really truly visible. People have no idea. So here you can see, you know, Karis, if you look at a better way to buy and sell real estate, prestige auction, owner, you know, a lot of people have that, owner, founder, CEO, author, speaker. It's great, but it doesn't show me what actually she does. What she does, which is different than any other person in real estate, it looks like she's not just another real estate broker. She's not. She generates more revenue for real estate agents. Luxury property auctions, highest price, fastest close. So if realtors come on her page, she looks like competition. On her profile before we worked together, where now they can see, oh, wait a minute, it's another marketing tool in their portfolio that they can use to sell houses faster. So that is why it's important that your marketing foundation is optimized for conversion. Here is an example which you also see, and I'm sure that if you get connection requests like this, the acceptance rate is much lower. It doesn't have a background. He's a business technology advisor. It doesn't really say much. You want to make sure that the profile captures people. The background needs to get, or the banner here should, or the banner here, sorry, I'm looking at that. The banner here should get people to want to find out more, to read your headline and then read your about section and take action. Now, this is what it became, protecting law firms, keeping your law firm and clients safe from data breaches, hackers, and viruses. So very specific IT support and cybersecurity. And so I have a quick question, because I've just, if you feel, how many of you feel that you actually need to improve your LinkedIn profile? Just looking at these few examples that you say, yeah, actually, I have some work to do. So it explains, maybe you can just put it in the chat so I can see definitely, Joanne. In this one specifically, I would like you to show in the chat, because I had an idea earlier today. It was a bit last minute. If you can just give me a quick, maybe a little tweaking. Okay, definitely, yeah. There's a lot of people, but the question is, where do you start? So I just want to see, because I came up with this idea because I realized that I have a lot to cover, because I want to show you the whole system, because some people do have a profile in the next step. But if you're missing the foundation, I'm telling you what to do, but I'm not showing you how to do it, because I can only cover so much. So what if I would offer a masterclass to show you step by step how to make your LinkedIn profile optimized for conversion, so it can actually bring in new leads? Who would like to join? Who would be interested in something like that? I'm just doing a quick survey. Joanne, me. Yeah, Ken, that's good. It's good. It's better than nothing. And the other thing is too, the value of a masterclass, what I've seen with my clients, is you get input from multiple people. So if you have 10 people and 8 of them saying, I have no clue what you're doing, it gives you feedback. Because as we know, it's most difficult to do for yourself, because what you do makes sense to you, but how do you communicate it strongly and effectively to other people? Andrea, yeah, well, I tell you what to do, and I tell you the system for the LinkedIn lead generation system, but the profile specifically, I show you how to do what needs to get done, but we don't go into like how to do it and actually work on your profile together. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for your answer. That is very, very helpful just to get an idea how much interest there would be in something like this. And I may do something special what I was thinking about. Okay, next step, we're going back to the lead generation system, okay? So this is a big picture. So we had the marketing foundation, which is the profile is part of that. Now we're looking at the targeting. How do you use Sales Navigator to find the people you want to target? Now, obviously you need to know who are the people that benefit most from your services, who have a problem that you can solve. And ChatGPT or any AI would be great in using that. It has designed specific prompts, like custom prompts that I use with my high-end clients, how to define it and specifically speak to them. Here is an example from Janelle, because as I mentioned, she worked, oh no, sorry, this is from Adrian. He does the law firm protection, specifically in Colorado, and then he was looking for attorney and lawyers, and he wanted to work with people that have been in business. If they're just starting out, likely they're not in a position to invest, or it's not a priority for them yet. So here you can use some of the tools from in Sales Navigator. Now, a lot of people view Sales Navigator and say, well, it didn't work for me and I'm spending all this money. True, because Sales Navigator is one part. Like if you have a car, if you have a machine, you do need an engine, you need the steering wheel, like you have different parts. This is an important part, but it's not the whole machine. In this case, there are 8,500 people. So you could message them one by one, sending connection requests, following up. That is what you can do with Sales Navigator. It gives you the people. Now we have in the system a way that you can do that much easier, send 100, 200 connection requests per week and a whole follow-up sequence, which is much more time efficient. Another method is to use Apollo. Apollo is another tool, and here you can see you can have more specific searches, the business development consultant, business coach, and then you can see how big the company is. Because as I said, I think it was Scott, he's looking for specific companies, specific people, then Apollo would be a great tool. It's a little more accurate than Sales Navigator, but the benefit from the membership with Sales Navigator is that LinkedIn allows you way more profiles to view, way more activity, of course, if you're a paying client and a free client. So this is another tool to use. And then if you get the leads from here, it will give you the name, email, phone number, and LinkedIn profile. So you can even set up a cold email campaign. This is the tool in the machine that we use, the network growth hack, setting up LinkedIn campaigns. So we don't have to go one by one manually, because I don't know about you, but most business owners have already enough on their plate the way it is. They're not looking for another hour to hour of sending messages. Well, this is the tool that can help. So while you're busy like serving your current clients, when you maybe working out at the gym, you can have the campaigns running so that it's sending out messages on your behalf. And then when people respond, that's when you step in, and then it's where the personal interaction comes in. So you can see you have different campaigns. You can have a connector campaign that is to grow your current network. So asking new people to accept your connection. And once they do, you can send them messages to build the relationship. You can invite people that attended an event or signed up for an event. You have a messenger campaign. So that is for people that are already in your current network, who now, like you mentioned before, like you don't really know them. They don't really know you either. So the messaging have to be crafted really well, though, so it doesn't look like you're spamming them and bring value. And then you have open email. Open email is a feature that you can use. You have about 800 messages per month. If you have a paid account, whether it's Premium or Sales Navigator with LinkedIn, you can message other people that also are paying members, which is another way to get your message out there and invite them for your event. Here you can see what's possible. Like for you to send 182, 192, 150 messages a day, you would either have to get an assistant or just have a system that does it for you and that can track if people respond or not. Thank you, Scott. That was exactly it, Apollo.io. I will add the link next time. This is important when you send messages, especially when you use a tool like I mentioned. Make sure that your messages are personal. The style of messages has to be like you're sending a text to your friend almost. I'm sure that you have these long messages where people have this whole sales pitch about why they should buy from them and they're the best in the web design and whatever. It doesn't work. People go click and they delete it, especially if they're looking on their phone. So this is important. This is research from LinkedIn. It says length of in-mail. So that was, as I mentioned, like either the 50 paid that you get, or the 50 that you get paid, or the 800 a month. But the same principle is true, that you can see here in the numbers. This says 0 to 400, 401 to 800, 801, 1200, 1200 plus characters. You can see how fast the response rate goes down the longer your message, which is why I say make it short. Make it something personal to connect, and then ask them a question. Tell them what you do and ask them a question, just to find out, is there anything I can help you with? Yes, short and personal. And the key is end with a question, because it creates engagement. But make it a simple question. Don't ask, what's your strategy for the next 20 years? I'm like, number one, they're not going to take the time. Number two, why would I tell you? Make it a quick question. Like in my case, I would ask people like, hey, have you ever thought about hosting a LinkedIn event? And then people say yes, no, or like, what is it? Or are you making money with LinkedIn? Then people will say yes, no, or whatever. Or are you actually generating leads on LinkedIn? Like questions that are easy to answer and that tell me, is there interest, or can I help them solve a problem? Here is the event. So this is the event webinar system that we use using LinkedIn events feature that can invite people. And here you can see Adrian's event. You saw his profile earlier. Cybersecurity, shield your company about cyber threats in 2024. And here we can see the targeting that we used for him. We target, no, this was not for him. Sorry, I don't know what this, what's this again? Okay, I think that the slide was lost. Yeah, we went over the targeting before. And you can see here the statistics that the survey shows that B2B buyers like the advanced LinkedIn event webinar system, just based on the statistics. Webinars are a great way to get in front of your prospects. You can see early stages webinars, 57%. Buyers find it the most valuable content type. The middle stage is 47, a little less. Final stage, still 37%. It's less than the other stages, but still high. And you capture the data. Once you have the email address, you can continue to build the relationship. Some people are ready to buy now. Some of you will say, hey, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Let's meet, let's get started. Other people say, it looks good, but I just have to finish a project. Let me start next month. And other people, it may take a few months before you're ready. I actually closed a client recently that attended last year, or she actually registered last year summer. Then she attended somewhere October, November. And then finally, recently, she was ready and she closed, but she didn't forget about me and she knew the system. Definitely, Stephen, I do recommend shorter characters, the less the better, and make it that people can easily digest. That's great input, and something that they're interested in or that they want to talk about. Let's go into one of the examples of the event webinar system. This is Gal Ezra with Guarantees Prosperity. This is, again, he has another one coming up this Thursday. I would highly recommend. It's really, really good. The secret to endless leads, the marketing love languages. Most of us have heard of the love languages. What are the marketing love languages? The secret to endless leads. The conversion was very good. He's the CEO of Guaranteed Prosperity. He generated 781 new leads with his first LinkedIn event and closed 43 new clients. Sorry, too fast. So sorry, went a little bit too fast. How many of you would like to have similar results? Who would say like, wow, if I have a few hundred leads coming in, Corinne, that's great. Anybody else? Oh, Mark, that's good. Yes, Ramal. Of course, yes, me, Steve. Now I have to say as a disclaimer, Gal Ezra and his dad, Mayor Ezra, who's been my business mentor for years. They're genius with marketing and they're genius business builders. So they are very, very good, exceptionally good. Obviously, they're teaching the marketing love language. So their results are exceptionally good. But even if you would get half the number of leads, you would do still very, very well. And I'm sure that you realize, though, that to get the results, you must apply what we're discussing today. Would you agree? I mean, it's good that you're here, but if you don't do anything with it, it's not going to be useful. The only challenge I've seen with most people is like either you're busy, so the moment that this event finished, you have other things to do, or actually you don't really know what to do or where to start. Would you agree? How many of you would say, yeah, that is kind of a challenge for me? Anybody agrees or not yet? Yes. Okay, James, thanks. Agreed. Well, yes. Because what I don't want, and what you don't want either, is that we spend together this hour that it was wasted. And the longer you wait, the longer you procrastinate. Have you noticed that things get harder? Would you agree that's true for you? And you can just do by show of hand if you're on camera, or just give me a hands up. Yeah, Scott also. So if you have somebody that's there with you, would you agree that it becomes much easier? I mean, I know I do. That's why I have a personal trainer. If he's not there, I mean, I do some workout, but it's not anywhere close. That's why I have a business coach, because I know, and any athlete, any successful person, they have somebody with them who would agree with that. That is just easier. Even if it's a friend, you go running together, you go cycling together, it just makes it more fun, easier, and you actually get it done. I need a whole team. James, yeah, I agree. Totally. And we can start now. So I would like to invite you to join the special LinkedIn Gold Masterclass today. This masterclass, the investment is $297. I wanted to come up with something because I've done these events, and there's always a handful of people that I connect with actually a lot that do some strategy calls, but most of them go away and then they don't really use it. And then it's kind of not so cool, because my mission is to help you improve your life. Now, in this special live masterclass, I will show you step by step how to finally get your profile done and make money with LinkedIn. I don't have a sales page. I just came up with it. Just came up with this idea while I was preparing this. Now, so what I want to do is I want to do this class where you can actually get it done. So it's not like this, a big group, and I'm just talking. It's small, it's interactive, you're working, it's like interactive, getting it done. As a special bonus, I will include the ChatGPT prompts that I designed for my paying high clients to make it really simple and quick for you. So we work on your buyer persona. We need to put the input in ChatGPT and then put in the prompt so you get better answers. It will make a big difference. Now, I love working with action takers. And so if you are committed and you want to get results, instead of paying $297, if you join now, you can join for only $5. Like, I want to make it an irresistible offer to actually get you to action. My purpose is to get you results. And that's really what I'm very passionate about. So the link is the link is in the chat. It's not a nice sales page with success stories. I do have those. I'll have a few coming up. My clients will tell you I really care. I really will help you craft your message, help you with your whole business angle, strategy if needed, because I do more than just LinkedIn. But really, I would like you to actually get it done and not delay more. And then next month, I'm doing another event. You see it coming by and say, oh yeah, I attended that one. No. Let's get it done. If you're wondering when it is, I don't know yet. I will have a couple of dates. So likely we'll be in a Tuesday around the same time. I may do a Saturday if it's better for people. I'll just do a survey to find out the best times. I really would love for you to join live, but if you can't, you will get the recording, and then you can also just message me. I'll give you my email so I can always have a look to give you some feedback. Yes, so basically that is what I wanted to do, because this whole system is brilliant. It works, it makes money, but if your profile is crap, I'm sorry, it's gonna be, the whole thing is, not going to succeed. The building can be as high as your foundation is strong. Your profile is the foundation. Now, I'm also going to give you a 200% money back guarantee, not the 100% money back guarantee. I'm going to give you, if you pay $5, you join today. If you attend, obviously you need to attend the masterclass, the full masterclass, so I can actually help you. You need to participate, allow me to coach you, and you discover after the class and say, this really was not worth my investment. I'll pay you back your $5, plus I will pay you $5 for wasting your time. Because I say it's worth spending $5 with me. If you spend it with me and you didn't get the value, I will pay you. You don't pay me, I pay you. And if you are the first 7 people that join today, you also receive a one-on-one consult with me as a unique gift for free. So after the workshop, once you have it done, I mean, the workshop is a group, it's a small group, like probably like maybe 10, 20 people, definitely not more. So you get personal feedback and attention, but it's still a group. But I will, after that, review it when you're all done, implemented the feedback and say, okay, this is really where the opportunity lies. But you must join today. You must join today before basically midnight. I'm in South Africa, so 12 p.m. South Africa is 6 p.m. Eastern. So that's when the offer expires. Welcome, David, congratulations. Mark, it's today, 6 o'clock Eastern. I will send out emails. Today, 6 o'clock Eastern, this is when the full offer counts. So you get the bonuses and all of that. As I said, I don't have any automated emails going out because I just came up with it, but don't worry. You put in your information, I will email you, Kyra, and I will follow up later today just to acknowledge you got your, and then you get the whole, all the emails and details. I don't have it because I didn't know I was going to offer this. Just try to work other than personal environment. Scott, we should definitely talk. I can tell you the clients, and actually my clients can tell you, which is actually better, that they've had that too, where they felt like I spent so much money. I know if you were on the beginning when Robert said I got this like zero to hero, I spent $15,000 for the year. I got more value with Shemaya in 6 weeks than in that whole year, and I paid a fraction of the $15,000. Oh, David, Kara, can you please capture his email? He couldn't enter his email. No, we still have a little bit more to go. Sorry. The presentation is not finished yet, but I just wanted to mention it because this is important for the foundation. We still have more mistakes to avoid. Costly mistake number 2, the quality of your post and messages. So what is more important, the quality or the quantity of your LinkedIn posts and the messages? James, if you can give me if you can put in the email and phone number, then I can follow up with you after. Both, yeah, they are both important, but one has to be more important because it cannot be exactly the same. Quality, we actually have supposed to take a quick poll. Sorry, got distracted. Karen, if you can please put up the poll. Quality, thank you guys for participating. Quality of your post and messages, what's more important? Okay, 80% says quality, 19% says quantity. Yes, and if you have another minute, I definitely would like to know what you feel is the problem with LinkedIn. And how does that make you feel while other people are still answering? Thank you, James. If you can capture it all, please, Kyra. Then I'll just give you a call after, James, we get it set up. And this is very interesting, 82%. So by far the majority is quality. And I understand because I felt the same way. I'm going to leave the poll open. So if you're still typing, please continue while I continue talking. I felt the same way. And it took me a little while to actually get it. Like when my mentor, my Ezra, is like, oh, it's the quantity of the communication that determines your income. It's the mistake most people make, and it was including me. It's the quantity of your promotion. It's not the quality that determines your income. Because the question is, what is good quality post or message? Obviously, you don't want to spam people and you don't want to put junk out, okay? I'm not saying it has to be rubbish. I'm saying the quantity is more important because if you have the quantity, you can see which are posts, which are messages that get better results. If I send out 200 connection requests and I get a 20-30% acceptance rate, I'm doing very good. Average is about 15. Now, if you send 10 connection requests in a week, how do you know if your connection request is good or bad? How can you determine the quality? The quality is determined. The quality is determined by the result. It's content that makes leads engage with you, not something that looks beautiful from your viewpoint and that you consider valuable. Because it can be super valuable for you and people don't get it, or people are just not interested in it. So when you put out content, when you send out messages, you have to ask, what's the purpose? Do you want it to look good? That's great. But do you want to make money because you want to help people and you're in business? Then it's the quantity, the quantity that will determine your income. And of course, the quality plays a role. But if you have the quantity, you will improve over time. They actually did this interesting research where they had two groups and they were asked to make like a vase from clay, you know, the one, and they have this thing that's rolling. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yes? No? Okay. No, you know, when you have this thing on the clay and it goes round and then they have to make a vase, and they had two groups. Yeah, okay, thanks, Scott. And they had two groups, and the one group was asked to make the perfect, like the best quality vase, and the other one was told to make as many as they could. Now, what happened at the end, there was the independent jury that would then determine which one was the best. The group that made the most, because they were doing so many, they automatically got better. The other group didn't progress because they were trying to make it so perfect that actually the result was not good. So focus, if you don't get anything else from this training, increase the quantity of your connection requests, the quantity of your messages, the quantity of your posts, and then measure what works and do more of that. It will make all the difference. Here are some examples of posts that were very successful. You can see the impressions here, 18,000 impressions, 275,000 impressions. And the more impressions, the more people see it, the more engagement, the more LinkedIn will share it. So you get a way better reach. Now it's really growing. Potter's wheel, thank you, Scott. That's it. Here is another, yes. And so you need to learn the behind the scenes formula and break the code of LinkedIn's algorithm to get these kind of results. So we have some LinkedIn hacks in the full program as well. But the key is quantity is more important than quality. Content works best combined with an outreach strategy where you land in their LinkedIn inbox. And you want to find out who is just browsing and who is looking for your solution. And the way you do it is by actually engaging with them and asking. And this is where LinkedIn events are very powerful. It's the most effective tool to turn your LinkedIn connections into sales conversations and generate leads. They're a proven system to generate leads and grow sales because people can show they're interested in what you have to offer. And that makes all the difference. Here's an example from Okada Shaba. He's amazing. He's doing very good in the quantity, like he's posting consistently every single day. And he used this to fill his event. You can see he has 499 comments and 10,420 likes and other engagement. And this is what he set up his event. He's in the UK. He developed this app. It's very specific. It's about the future of NHS care. He developed an app AI that impacts the CQC rating. The CQC stands for something in healthcare, that for senior homes and things like that. So it's a very, specialized market. But with this strategy, still had like 80 people signing up for his event. And he was also very good because if people register, you don't have to wait for the event. You can start the conversation. Mistake number 3, which is costing you a lot of money. I would say all of them are expensive, but this one probably is the biggest one. It's a roller coaster. You're active on LinkedIn for a little bit or any marketing strategy, and then you get busy. You're not doing anything for a while. You start to think that maybe LinkedIn isn't for you. Maybe your clients are just not responding. They're too busy. But what's the problem? Really, you lack a marketing system. How many of you would agree that if you would have a system, you would perform much better? You would get better results. Michaela, yeah, for sure. Anybody else? Corinne? Okay. Yep. And the system can be like, in my case, I developed this automated system, so it has a lot of automation parts in it. But even if you have a system and you're consistent, that really is the key to getting the result. This is a great quote from Edward Deming. He was an economist. He was very instrumental in rebuilding Japan after the Second World War. He said 94% of failure is the result of the system, not the people. And it's true, because the future of your company depends on leads and the system so that they continue to come in. You need fresh leads because people will always quit. Some people will buy, some people are not ready. And so companies with successful lead generation, they create systems. They design the strategy with the right processes, the growth hack, the team, and then they expand by implementing a new system and then building on the next one and improving the first one and optimizing it. And then, so this is the system I'm just giving you the reminder what we do. First is the marketing foundation, the effective emotional button, the marketing message, the irresistible offer, targeting, knowing that you have talking to the right people, using either Sales Navigator or Apollo.io, or there's other tools. I just like those two best. Network growth hacks, event webinar system, getting people to educate them, positioning you as the authority and the expert, leveraging your network, building authority, and then advanced optimization. So you continue to improve. We're looking at, in the program, it's a 12-month mentorship membership program, LinkedIn Event Mastery, the full program where we built this out. Every month we're looking at, okay, what's working, what's not working, how can we improve it? How can we more people to show up? How can we more people to book a call? What can be improved? Which aspect of the whole machine is working? That's why it's like the circle, because it goes round and round and we keep improving it. The sales conversion, the sales calls booked, lead nurturing system, and then the AI automation to make it very efficient. And this is what Norik Adilkhanov, he's the founder of Recruit to Outsourcing, what he did. And he went from one appointment every 2 weeks to 5 to 20 sales calls booked per week. So you can imagine the impact that it made on his life. And here's the other slide that was a little small before, 21 appointments booked for that week. So let's see what he had to say himself.
I started working with Shemaya. We really had maybe like one appointment every 2 weeks. And then, we were desperate and I tried to sell as much as possible that appointment. And if you lose it, then you're always constantly looking for a lead, not certain about what to do, don't have really a budget to grow because, I have to rely on sometimes luck. But then once I joined Shemaya's first webinar, it was like 200 people attending, and that's when it was closed, and I bought her program the same day. So, and then ever since, we've been hosting webinars, and right now, we actually, our company grew by like 30%. We got 3 more team members, and, we have a whole strategy. Like, I take care of marketing with these webinars that we book about 5 to 20 appointments a week now.
So that really was a huge improvement in growth, which company. Here you can see, in the meantime, he grew. These were the latest numbers. So before, he was making about $2,500 per month net profit, booking 2 to 4 sales calls per month. It was just him and an assistant. The situation was very stressful. He was very desperate every time, like, where do I book calls? And if he had a call, like, I have to close you. As you can imagine, that didn't work so well. His sales come basically from referrals and cold outreach. Well, currently he's on about $18,000 per month net profit, booking 60 plus sales calls per month with the company size of 9 people. And he even got a business partner investor on board because the system is so good. There's so much money coming in. The sales system works. So this investor wanted to be part of that using the LinkedIn webinar system. Now, how do you make this system work for you? As I mentioned, we have the year program. It's a 12-month mentorship membership program where we show you exactly how to do it. So this is Scott answering your question. Who's going to do the work to build all of this? It depends. There are options. One is LinkedIn Event Mastery, where we give you the full training with the support. I'll give you the step-by-step success formula, basically everything I showed you here, but then step-by-step how to do it, which tools to use, how to implement it, access to the amazing community, which is super valuable in itself, office hours for strategy and implementation support. Initially, I offered it as a course, and then people would just do the course. The only thing is, what do you do if you have questions? And so I realized, because I really want to help people get results, that they needed more support. So now every week, it's either with Kyra Lee, she does the implementation. If you have questions on anything related to the tech or making the integration from your event for the follow-up, the post-event or the pre-event workflow emails. And we also have strategy calls if you need help with that, which are with me. Optimization guidance, as I mentioned, we're looking at the numbers, what's working, what's not. The investment starts from $3,000, depending on like where you are, what you need. If you're interested, you can book link. Kyra will put the link in the chat you can book a strategy call to see if that's a good fit for you or not. It's not for everybody. I will not accept clients if I'm not confident I can get you the result. My target is to make sure that you can generate more income than you pay me. Otherwise, it's not a good idea. It has to be a win-win. And that you have a product program or product that helps. If it doesn't truly help, I don't really want to be involved. Then option 2 is the webinar event system designed and built for you. So that's where we would do the heavy lifting. This is especially if you're busy founders and owners that like, you know what, I really don't have the time or the desire to go watch videos and learn how to do all of this. Not a problem. We can put the whole complete lead generation system for you in place, from revamping your LinkedIn profile for optimization, building your event strategy, design, setup, and more, executed and implemented for you. Investment starts at 9,500. Again, it can vary depending on how much you want us to do, including the copywriting, but we can have a call and then see. We do guaranteed results if we take you on the full build out. We have targets. If you don't hit the targets, we'll continue working with you until we do. Both of them are, it depends. Sean, that's a good question. Actually, that would be nice. I think we should make it a 1 month investment, a monthly investment. Thank you for the idea. It is not, this one is actually for 3 months, I think, for the quarter. It depends on what you need and how much support. Michaela, thank you for joining. Did you join our LinkedIn? Oh, she's already gone. Anyhow, that was good to have you. It's a shorter period. It's not a monthly. It's a one-time for a program, for a specific program where we work on a specific results. I don't know what's showing up again. And here is an example for, again, you can see in this profile, we hired, onboard, and trained elite virtual assistants. If you're looking for a virtual assistant, it's very clear that Nuri can help you. The only virtual assistant headhunter you need. So if you want to grow your team with somebody offline for very, very good rates, he is a great person to talk to, and that's very clear from his profile. Yeah, so here again, really quick, the overview, just to see how do you build it. So it's a whole system that we built. That's why it's 12 months, because it takes the building is pretty quick, but then we want to continue to improve and optimize it. So this was, yeah, just reviewing again, just join. I'd like to invite you to join the special LinkedIn Gold Masterclass today. Your investment normally would be $209.70 for today, and I haven't offered it today. Before this one, I don't know if I'll ever offer it again, because it really is kind of a crazy offer. And I really was like, I'm very, how do I say that, motivated to really help you improve your life. So that's why I've designed this special masterclass to finally get your profile done, to show you step by step, how do you get your profile done and how do you actually make money with LinkedIn. There's no sales page. Kyra can put the link for you in the chat. There's no sales page. There's no automated emails, nothing, because as I said, I've never offered it before. I don't know if I ever offer it again. It just has a link. If you can't put in your email, just put it in the chat here. We'll follow up. We will deliver. So, and as I said, as a special bonus, I will include the ChatGPT prompts I designed for my paying high-end clients to make it simple and quick for you. And as I love working with fast action takers, if you're committed, but you need to be committed to get results. So don't buy if you're not going to do anything, then please keep your money. I don't want your money. I want to help you, okay? Instead of paying $297, you can join now for $5 only. And clients actually have paid the $297 for a masterclass. I'm sure that when you apply it, you'll make much more than that easily when you have a company or you have a product that actually sells. And I personally give you a 200% money back guarantee. Obviously, you've got to show up. You've got to do your part. Let me help you. Allow me to guide you. Participate. But if it was not worth the $5, I'll pay you back what you paid me. Plus, I will pay you $5 for wasting your time and not delivering what I promised. And if you are, as I mentioned, probably is already taken because we had a lot of people say yes. But if you still are one of the first 7 people to join today, you'll even give you a private one-on-one consult with me as a unique gift for free. But you must decide today, before 7 p.m. Eastern, midnight South Africa time, which we are 6 hours ahead of you. So let's find the gold in your LinkedIn network. If you are ready, we would love to help you do that. There is so much potential. There's so much opportunity. So thank you for joining.